All right. April 21st, Genesis 2. We did the 7 days of creation, which was all extraterrestrial information. The whole book is about angels and extraterrestrials. It's what the government's been hiding. Because they said if this information ever got out, it would change religion as we know it forever. And that's my job. Because there's no such thing as religion. Jesus would not say, on this rock I'd build my church. There was no church back then. It was built, 300 years later. And he's Jewish. Why would he say church and not synagogue? So, Genesis 2. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all of the host of them. The host of them. So we're talking about angels here, okay? And on the seventh day, God ended his work, which he had made, and rested on the seventh day from all of his work, sanctifying the seventh day, which is the seventh earth cycle, heaven and hell. Okay? Because God's already here. You just can't see him, but I can. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because he rested from all his work which he created and made. Okay, seventh day. He finished on the sixth, sanctified the seventh. Now, he finished out the sixth earth cycle. On the sixth day, the sixth earth cycle, they both said it was finished. God said it was finished. Jesus said it was finished. Verse 4, these are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when they were created. In the day of the Lord, God made the earth and the heavens. Okay, verse 5, Genesis 2:5. And every plant of the field before it was on the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew. For the Lord has not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. Remember, now we're getting to Adam. Okay? But there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. Well, but it says right here in 5, and every plant of the field before it was on the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord God had not cracked it. How can it grow? Okay, we're talking about extraterrestrials here. But there was not a man to till the ground, and the Lord formed man. This is 6. And there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his mouth the breath of life, and man became a living creature. It doesn't say he did it on earth, because the Garden of Eden was never on earth. It's outside our solar system. So they must have took the dust to some laboratory, and like LabCorp, and had some people, hook them up. 8. And the Lord planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. So we're still in Eden. We're just went the fuck out east. And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, and the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge and good and evil. Adam ain't even on earth yet. This is still in the heavens. And a river, okay, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil, that was Lucifer. Remember, we had 12 trees, 12 archangels. Lucifer was the leader of that 12. Half rebelled. Now the archangel Michael had a twin. Uriel had a twin, and so forth. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it parted and became into 4 riverheads. Those are celestial wormholes. The name of the first is Pison, that is which compasseth the whole land of Havilah, where the gold is good. Havilah, my hometown, bitches. I am from Havilah. And the gold that of that land is good. there is bdellium and oxystone. Pay attention to these bdellium and oxystones. This is part of Aaron's epod, and it forms a stargate, which I'm building at the moment, which is the Ark of the Covenant, which I'm building also. And the name of the second river is Gihon, and the same in the compass of the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third river is Hiddekel, that is which grow towards the east of Syria, and the fourth river is Euphrates. These are wormholes. Yes, everything on earth is a replica of what happened in the heavens. Okay? It's just like a museum. Because when I was taken up in the spirit to another planet, I walked through like a zoo exhibit on a pathway looking at Earth's history. 15, Genesis 2:15. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And the Lord commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat. For the day that you do, you will surely die. That's Satan. The fruit is the word. Okay? And the Lord God said, it is not good for the man that should be alone, and made him and help met for him. And out of the ground the Lord formed every beast. Okay? And every fowl of the air, and brought them into Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called them, every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names of all cattle and of the fowl and the air and every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found help needed for him. Now these where it says beast, cattle, fowl, those are not cows, sheep, dogs, animals, giraffes, or any of that. Okay? Now, 21, and the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. Okay, so this is DNA root splicing as well. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man, he made a woman and brought her into the man. Now, if for biology geeks, males have one less rib than women. Okay, women have one more rib than man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, and she should be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his mother and father, and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And they were both naked. The man and his wife were not ashamed. We're not talking about humans. We're talking about angels, extraterrestrials. They weren't wearing an egger suit or a human body suit. And I'll stop right there.